destructive and deadly wildfires scorching the state. President Trump signs a disaster declaration as the battle continues to save structures and lives. How local firefighters are helping and on guard at home.
Malibu's war on waste continues. The city council decision that could have residents saying goodbye to plastic bottles. News at 5 starts right now.
News, weather, and sports. Live from Malibu, this is NewsWaves 32.
California burning from Orange County to wine country.
A massive effort is underway as deadly wildfires rage on. It's a scene Malibu knows all too well. Good evening, I'm Arthur Pugh.
And I'm Emily Tencer, in for Michaela. You're watching the Tuesday night edition of NewsWaves. Almost 8,000 acres burning, over 24 structures destroyed, and more than 5,000 homes evacuated and still under threat. The Orange County Canyon Fire 2 is the worst to hit the OC in nearly a decade. The fire has caused mass evacuations, canceled schools, closed freeways, and damaged air quality. As of this afternoon, the fire is 25% contained with the help of 1,100 firefighters from all over the state. Local firefighters said it is possible some Malibu firefighters from LA County are helping contain the fire.
Everyone was hoping a drop in the offshore windy conditions today would help firefighters.
Red flag warnings expired today, but more critical fire weather conditions will return later in the week. Christina is here to update us. Christina?
Hey guys, firefighters did get that break today, but fire danger still exists thanks to low humidity. It's getting intense out there. Let's take a look at this. NASA is offering a view from high above the Earth that reveals the scope and size of the multiple fires burning up north. Some are producing smoke plumes that stretch for miles. Using their technologies, NASA researchers are aiding in the firefighting effort by providing exact location information on how fires are moving. A few hours ago, the National Weather Service put out a warning that more critical red flag fire weather conditions are likely Thursday night through Saturday due to the potential for northerly winds gusting between 30 and 45 miles per hour, with humidities dropping into the teens and the high single digits. Critical conditions may extend into the Santa Monica Mountains during this time, with the potential for rapid fire spread. For now, though, winds have died down in Malibu. We're experiencing northeastern winds of 10 to 20 miles per hour, and it's dry. We're seeing relative humidity values as low as 5%. I'll be back in about 12 minutes with your full 4-day forecast, but until then, back to you, Arthur.
The fire situation up north is much worse. Massive, fast-moving wildfires have killed at least 15 people. Officials expect that death toll to rise, and high winds in coming days could complicate efforts to contain fires that have already torched 115,000 acres. 17 wildfires have forced about 25,000 residents to evacuate and destroyed at least 2,000 homes and commercial buildings. Sonoma County appears to have been hit the hardest, with 9 deaths confirmed and about 180 people still missing. President Trump approved California's disaster declaration today for areas affected by the destructive fires.
In other news, plastic is being pushed out as Malibu city leaders step in to protect the environment. NewsWaves 32 reporter Brianna Willis is here with an update on the decision from last night's city council meeting and what plastic products are out immediately. Brianna?
Thank you, Emily. That's right. The Malibu City Council is saving the environment one plastic bottle and straw at a time. Starting with straws, the council met last night to move forward in their battle against plastic waste. Plastic no more. Malibu City Council is taking steps to ban plastic water bottles and straws within city limits. Many residents were in favor of the plastic straw ban as paper straws could be used as an easy alternative. Mayor Skylar Peak, who proposed the idea, said it would be an easy change in the Malibu area.
Restaurants will change their protocols related to, how they distribute plastic materials, and they shouldn't be. You shouldn't be getting a straw with every single drink, And if you should be getting a paper or other alternative.
Between residents and city council members, it was clear that the council was not ready to move forward with the ban of plastic bottles. Jessica Borak, on behalf of the American Beverage Association, suggested that a ban would not solve the problem, but educating consumers would. Peake said he became passionate about this cause after single-handedly seeing the plastic waste on our beaches.
At the beach as a surfer, a lifelong surfer and waterman, and to see the amount of plastic pollution and styrofoam pollution in countries around the world in all of our oceans is really disheartening.
The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency reported that the country generated 3,100,000 tons of plastic waste. Drinking straw manufacturers estimate that Americans use 500 million straws every day, which could wrap around the earth 2.5 times. The council moved to return with a separate ordinance on plastic straws. City staff will continue their research to create a more detailed proposal for the plastic bottle ban. Emily, back to you.
Thanks, Brianna. And on to other City Council news. The City of Malibu has hired a marine engineering firm to investigate the FEMA flood risk maps. Public Works says this firm's report will serve as a compass whether to appeal the maps. Malibu marine engineers say FEMA's report is inaccurate for beachfront homes. According to the maps, waters could rise 2 to 18 feet. Most cities have been working for months on challenging the FEMA's maps before the November 6th deadline. The Moffat & Nichol firm will bring their findings to the next City Council meeting on the 23rd.
From floods to spills, Malibu is joining other Southern California beach cities in protecting the coast against oil. NewsWaves 32 reporter Lily Spiritos is here with the City Council decision to prevent deep water fracking. Lily?
Yes, Malibu is taking a stand against the practice of offshore oil and gas drilling. The City Council agreed last night to draft a resolution to provide long-term protection for the coast.
A resolution to protect our coast by banning new offshore oil and gas drilling and fracking in state and federal waters. Councilmember Laura Rosenthal, who proposed the resolution, said there are a number of different reasons to counter oil drilling.
So there's security, environmental, and then there's something very fundamental about looking out onto the horizon and just seeing the horizon and not seeing permanent fixtures out there that would really be a detriment to the whole California coast.
The new administration is opening the door to more drilling and fracking that would dramatically increase the probability of a devastating oil spill. These practices style by using alternative energy sources. Malibu has been a strong opponent of offshore drilling due to the many marine and environmental hazards that accompany it. Rosenthal urged residents to continue their advocacy for a cleaner environment.
So it should not be done. We don't need it, and it should not be done.
The alternative energy sources result in cleaner air and protect our valuable natural resources.
Malibu will join Santa Barbara, Berkeley, and other California cities in calling on the federal administration to protect the coast from drilling. Emily?
Thanks, Lily. The first new Malibu shopping center in over 30 years is ready to break ground. Construction has already started on the new shopping center in Malibu Country Mart. The center will include a Whole Foods market and other retail stores. Despite the construction progress, one obstacle still remains. Current Malibu ordinances say Whole Foods cannot open until PCH gets a turn lane at Cross Creek in order to handle the traffic it will generate.
Test scores continue to improve for students in the Santa Monica Malibu School District. Local students outpaced their peers in LA County and the state of California in the 2016-17 California assessment. Figures showed that 59% of students at Malibu High either met or exceeded their math requirements. The percentage for Santa Monica High was 54%. The scores also showed gains in English language, arts, and literacy in all grades except 8th. The SMMUSD Board of Education is reviewing the results to implement strategies for improvement.
Rats have returned for new school year at Malibu High School. The SMMUSD district is handling the rodent problem with poisoned bait boxes. The measure is being taken after tamer methods of taking out the trash and trimming bushes have failed. The school came under fire in the past for using rat poison that can harm local wildlife.
There will be no bullying at your workplace in Malibu if the city has anything to do about it. Freedom from Workplace Bullying Awareness Week will take place next week from the 5th to the 21st. During the week, the city hopes to promote the social and economic well-being of its employees and employers and the benefits of having healthy, productive employees working in a safe and abuse-free work environment. We can smell the smoke all the way in Malibu, how you can protect your health from the effects of wildfires.
Lock your doors and hide your valuables where car thefts in Malibu are being reported.
From aggressive sexual overtones to assault, a growing number of Hollywood stars accuse Harvey Weinstein of sexual harassment.
Fire danger. More weather warnings are headed our way, with strong winds returning. I'll have your full weather forecast up next.
Can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
I spy something beginning with S.
Snow?
No.
Snow-covered trees.
Nothing to do with snow.
Head outside to discover incredible animals and beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure.
Wow.
So grab your loved ones.
Don't even.
And explore a world of possibilities.
Come on, this way.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
You know what, guys? There's a lot of tree branches and dry brush over here. We should probably move the bonfire over there.
I'm guessing Smokey liked that idea.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Metro riders, mind your manners. Metro is raising public awareness about proper behavior while riding its buses and trains. The Metro Manners campaign uses anime characters and focuses on some of the most common etiquette problems on the transportation system, including seat hogging, blocking aisles, and eating and drinking while riding. Metro teamed up with creative production studio Lord Danger and director Mike DeVito to develop the campaign. The new campaign can be found at www.metro.net/manners.
Another reminder we can all use: be careful leaving valuable items in your parked car. Police say car theft crimes often occur in Malibu due to a large number of tourists. Most recently at Malibu Lagoon, a burglar smashed a Pepperdine student's car window, stealing his and other students' wallets, backpacks, and laptops.
Pretty shocking. I didn't think something like that would happen. It's never happened to me before, and I didn't think it would happen to me in Malibu just because it's such a affluent area.
A park ranger and LA County Sheriff arrived on the scene and filed formal reports. No suspects have been identified. If you must keep valuables in your car, make sure they are well hidden and out of sight.
All right, so of course we got a lot of critical weather talk right now, but Christina, what do you have in terms of the latest weather news?
Yes, Arthur. Today the fire threat is high and warnings are anticipated throughout the weekend. But today it is currently 74 degrees with no chance of rain. Humidity is at 46%, but is expected to drop. Winds are traveling southwest at 12 miles an hour. Let's take a look at our regional temperatures map to check out the weather around the area. Temperatures are lowest in Santa Monica at 70 degrees and much warmer in Calabasas at 86. Agora Hills is 82 degrees and Thousand Oaks at 80 degrees. Today's fire threat is high due to dry vegetation and low humidity, and fire weather watches will likely be in effect again, beginning Thursday evening and lasting through Saturday morning, due to gusty winds and low humidity. Red flag warnings are possible, so it's imperative to use extreme caution when using potential fire ignition sources. Surf conditions are fair today. Waves are knee to chest high and expected to reach 2 to 3 feet. Tomorrow's surf conditions will be poor to fair with 1 to 3 foot waves. Wednesday, weather will be sunny with a high of 74 and a low of 52. Thursday will be sunny with a high of 72 and a low of 52. Temperatures will continue to warm for the weekend. Friday is expected to be sunny with a high of 77 and a low of 55. And Saturday is sunny with a high of 79 and a low of 62.
Such a shame that we have such beautiful weather this weekend and then have a scary fire risk.
It is. It's very important that we, of course, enjoy the warm weather, but stay safe.
Thanks, Christina. Even in Malibu, you can smell the smoke from the Anaheim brush fire. Some of the most obvious health effects of wildfire smoke are itchy eyes, a burning or runny nose, and coughing or wheezing. Maddie Nichols has tips on how to breathe easier in today's Health Minute.
With wildfires on the rise, it is important to protect your house, family, and most importantly, your health. Contact with wildfire smoke can hurt your eyes, respiratory system, and damage heart and lung diseases. People who are at greatest risk are children, elders, and those with asthma, chest pain, and heart and lung disease. People with these diseases are advised to check in with their physician to make sure they are taking necessary precautions. To stay protected, it is important to check local air reports and do not rely on dust masks. Staying inside is a good idea, but it is important to know that burning candles, gas stoves, and fireplaces lead to indoor pollution. Try to keep indoor air as clean as possible. You can also listen to your local news station for current evacuation plans and check out airnow.gov to keep up to date on public health messages and reports. For NewsWaves 32, I'm Maddie Nichols.
So great advice from Maddie right there. But Calabasas history is in the house, and you're all invited. The 4 original Calabasas City Council members, Karen Foley, Bob Hill, Marvin Lapata, and Dennis Washburn, will reunite on October 17th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Founders Hall, located behind the Calabasas Library. The former council members will share their memories of founding the city of Calabasas and shaping its early years. The discussion will be moderated by current council member James Bozegian and includes an opportunity for audience participation. The event is free and open to all.
From playing on the court to coaching on the sidelines, Pepperdine's women basketball scored a new addition that will have fans cheering.
A big home run for LA baseball fans. The Dodgers scored a spot in the NLCS.
Foodies unite. Uber Eat has arrived in Calabasas. It's what you need to know happening around town.
Got a quarter?
Staring contest.
You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Hart, what's going on? I'm leaving. Why? What did I do? Not enough. The pressure's too much. I quit. I get it. I can do better. Just please don't leave.
Don't let your heart quit on you. Get your uncontrolled high blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late.
Barry, time is...
Dodgers won last night, advancing to the NLCS. Check out this big highlight play from Cody Bellinger.
2-2 to Mathis. And he popped him up. Foul territory, going to be close. Over is Bellinger, reaches out. Did he get it? What a catch! He makes the catch as he falls into the dugout.
That was rookie Cody Bellinger sacrificing his body during the Dodgers' series-clinching win over the Arizona Diamondbacks. Bellinger shined on both sides of the ball, producing 2 RBIs, including a 416-foot solo bomb to left center, as well as multiple outstanding defensive plays. Trade deadline acquisition Yu Darvish also came up big for the Dodgers, allowing 2 hits in 5+ innings, with the only run coming from a Daniel Descalso homer in the 5th. The Dodgers will play the winners of the Cubs and Nationals, with the first game of the National League Championship Series slated for Saturday, October 14th at Dodger Stadium. Now on to some Pepperdine sports news, where the women's basketball team have added a solid piece to their coaching staff. Roland Jones Jr., the husband of head coach Delisha Milton Jones, will join Josh Pace and BJ Porter as assistant coaches on the Wave staff. Jones has close to 30 years of playing and coaching experience across both collegiate and professional levels, including playing with the Harlem Globetrotters and coaching in both the Summer Pro and West Coast basketball leagues. The women's basketball team will start their season on the road November 10th when they take on Long Beach State. And after a month of national protests, the National Football League is suffering in ratings. A recent poll displays the effects the recent controversy has had on the sport. Football's reign as America's favorite sport has come to a halt. The National Football League is under fire after recent protests and controversies. While it is still early to get a full grasp of how the national anthem protests are affecting the league, it certainly has been affecting favorability polling. From the end of August to the end of September, the favorable ratings for the NFL have dropped from 57% to 44%, and it has the highest unfavorable rating, 40%, of any big sport, according to the Winston Group survey. The poll surveyed 1,000 registered voters taken at the end of August and again at the end of September. Worse for football, which has already seen lower TV ratings and empty stadium seats, the month of protests and complaints about them from President Trump drove core fans, men aged 34 to 54, away, the most significant indicator that the NFL is not in touch with their fan base. Senior basketball player Kevin Hempy shared his thoughts on the protest.
I think it's a personal decision for people to make, and I think what really makes our country special and great is that we respect each other's rights to make those personal decisions. I hope that it's something that brings about conversation.
The protest started with then San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick, who called attention to racial inequality and police brutality. The regular football season continues until December 31st, with 11 weeks left to see if the league is able to bounce back from this setback. So Arthur, Emily, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really stoked on the Pepperdine new hire. I really hope it fires them up to really make some noise in the Western Conference.
Yeah, it's a lot of good news coming from LA and Malibu in general. But yeah, thanks so much, Jack.
Nope.
All right, more are turning their backs on Harvey Weinstein. How many are reacting to one of Hollywood's biggest scandals?
And bringing all of the drama full circle, the off-Broadway play that transformed the Pepperdine stage.
Adopting a new pet is a rewarding experience. And shelter pets make super pets. Your new best friend will steal your heart, bring you happiness, and enrich your life for years to come. You can make a difference in the life of an animal. Adopt and bring home a shelter pet today. To find out more, Visit theshelterpetproject.org.
What are you, superheroes?
Just four brothers who hate bullies and love this city. Gear up, guys.
Drive no more. Uber Eats is making it easier to get food right to your door. Calabasas residents are excited about this new feature. I'm here with some guidelines on how to order.
Gone are the days of ordering for pickup and browsing takeout menus. Uber Eats has officially landed in Calabasas. The brainchild of the ride-sharing service allows users to browse menus from local restaurants and order meals right to their door. Uber Eats is our new food delivery platform that makes getting great food from your favorite local restaurants as easy as requesting a ride. Calabasas resident Juliet Bai is loving the newfound convenience.
Those days when I just really can't spare like an hour or even half an hour to go out to get something to eat, it's really, really helpful.
Many other Calabasas restaurants are quickly joining the Uber Eats bandwagon. Residents can have food delivered anytime through the app from the neighborhood's best restaurants. The food from local favorites such as Jinky's Canaan Cafe, Chianti Brick Oven Trattoria, and Sweet XO will be delivered at Uber speed. The expansion also includes the Chino, Pomona, and Claremont areas. Here's how to order. Download the Uber Eats app. Pick delivery location, input the address where the meal should be delivered, find the perfect meal, browse local restaurants, or search by cuisine type. Place your order, pick the items you want right now, or schedule your order to arrive whenever is most convenient for you, and track your meal. Get updates as your order is prepared and delivered to your destination.
With midterms around the corner, this new feature could not have come at a better time. We'll have more updates on what's happening around the town next week.
And we have Gabby here for entertainment to tell
Yes.
us and give us all the updates on the Weinstein situation.
Yeah, lots of developments today in the Harvey Weinstein scandal. It's been crazy hearing from everyone, but more celebrities are coming out, and actually USC is now getting involved or trying to get themselves uninvolved. So they announced today that they are rejecting a $5 million gift that was supposed to be given to the film school by the former movie producer. It was geared toward women filmmakers. Also speaking out are Gwyneth Paltrow and former Malibu resident Angelina Jolie. Their past experiences with his harassment included having work meetings in his hotel room that turned into unwanted sexual advances. They were young, rising actresses at the time, but opted to never work with him again. This follows 7 other accounts that have been reported to the New York Times. And shifting gears a little bit to local news, the Pepperdine Theater Department's fall play transformed audiences last week. Circle Mirror Transformation is a story about 5 strangers with different backgrounds that gather in a dance studio to take a drama class. The cast says audience minds would be open to more awareness of their peers.
I think they're going to learn that everyone comes from a very unique place in their life, and everyone's just trying to be the best that they can be.
Almost all 7 performances were sold out. And the Malibu Film Society is not letting the Malibu cinema closure keep residents from enjoying the latest releases. They announced the first 3 screenings in their award season series. Kicking it off tomorrow is the film Marshall. Later this month is Cries from Syria and Darkest Hour, which is screening 6 weeks before opening weekend. All films will be followed by a Q&A with filmmakers. Admission is open to the public and free for Malibu Film Society members.
So, yeah, lots of great entertainment news, lots of going on.
I've been to some of those Film Society screenings, and they're really cool, so everyone should go check those out.
Yeah, but we will be on the lookout in terms of the fires and also more on Thursday's edition of NewsWaves. So that will do it for this evening.
Have a great night. We'll be back on Thursday.